Hello, my friends. Hope you all had a lovely weekend as we inch closer and closer to Christmas. Shooting this on Monday, and yesterday, Sunday, was 2 weeks away. Boy, this year, gonna be over before you know it. Can you believe it's almost 2023? So today I thought I would talk about the raw vegan diet, gut health, and importance of diversity. I've talked about gut health a number of times over this year, probably last year, over the last few years. And I just wanted to talk about it one last time for the year because I thought also, too, this would be a great time to buy a gift if you're looking for a gift idea for somebody. The book Fiber Fueled by Dr. Will Bulsiewicz, which is kind of like my Bible on gut health. I haven't actually read the book, and that's the reason I'm doing this also, is I believe I'm going to buy the book this year, give it to my roommate who doesn't eat very well, and then I'll be able to read it as well. So anyhow, I've talked about it a number of times, and like I say, I'm always talking about, especially in the last few years, I've really tried to stress about diversity, eating a lot of different colors, eating a lot of different things. And I thought I just wanted to get a third-party source, not something from Dr. Bulsiewicz, but somebody else talking about Dr. Bulsiewicz in his book. And I'll drop a link below of what I'm about to read. But also, too, just full disclosure, this just happens to be about this subject before anybody asks. I don't even know if the website is a vegan website. I think it probably just has some more to do with medical and rehab type stuff because the website is 21stcenturyrehab.com. But without any further ado, it's Adding Plant Diversity to Your Diet, and it's by Dr. Jill, always butcher names, Bush, Director of Physical Therapy. Have you ever heard that eating the rainbow will help you find your pot of gold? What about the quote, if you have your health, you have it all? In this article, we will consider your health as your pot of gold. The diversity of plants you consume should be on your mind every meal for optimizing your health. Did you know that the biggest predictor of your gut microbiome is the diversity of plants that are included in your diet? What exactly is your microbiome? Your microbiome is an expansive community of microorganisms that live inside us in harmony and serve a purpose. You've probably heard of good bacteria and bad bacteria. Well, the diversity of good bacteria in your gut can benefit anything from your mental state to your gut health. In today's society, it is common to experience anxiety and depression. You also hear a lot of people with digestive issues such as irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, chronic diarrhea, abdominal pain, gas and bloating. Interestingly, many of the individuals who have the above-mentioned problems also have immune-related disorders like type 1 diabetes, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, psoriasis, multiple sclerosis, or rheumatoid arthritis. Research has now found that just by changing the way you eat could prevent and even reverse your health conditions. According to world-renowned gastroenterologist Dr. Will Bulsiewicz, MD, MSCI, consuming fiber-fueled plants are the key to a healthy life. Why fiber-fueled foods? These are foods that contain prebiotics and probiotics. Prebiotics are food for healthy gut biomes, and probiotics are microbes with beneficial qualities. When these foods are consumed, they produce postbiotics, which are all the health-promoting compounds our bodies need to ward off disease. Dr. Bulsiewicz uses the acronym F-Goals as a simple way to think about plant diversity. Each one of these categories contain nutrient-dense foods that have different health-promoting compounds. Dr. Bulsiewicz advises people to count the number of plant-based foods they consume daily. His goal would be to try and include 30 different varieties of plants per week. Might be something fun to do, just like take note of it one week and write it down. And every time you eat something different, write it down and see if you get to that 30, or see where you stand right now. He also advises to eat all the colors of the rainbow. Eating different colored plants is linked to higher levels of specific nutrients and benefits. And there's a good chart here. That's why, like I say, I'm going to drop this, and you might actually want to take a look at this one, because in the F goals, he has it broken down in what foods he's talking about and what the benefits are of each category. And one is fruit and fermented, that's the F. Greens and grains, that's the G. If you don't eat grains, just don't freak out. You don't eat grains. Omega-3 superfoods, aromatics, legumes, and sulforaphanes. And as I'm going through these, I've kind of, over the last few years, kind of gotten pretty good. And I haven't counted myself, but I'm pretty sure over the course of a week, I have got to have 30 different things in my diet. But plant-based diversity is so powerful that it should be our golden rule when eating. It really is. And if I'm not saying you're going to go back and like trace through all my videos, but like I say, I think it was about 2.5 years, maybe about 2.5 years ago, that I really started focusing on this, and really, like, every time I eat, and as I'm like, if I eat breakfast, then I'm thinking for lunch, or I'm thinking for the next meal. Oh, well, I had this. Okay, now I kind of want to get this. And if I eat this, I can get like my salads. Within my salads, I'm probably getting at least, five or six every single time. 5 or 6 different things, maybe even more every time I eat big salads. So, should be our golden rule when eating. When you follow this golden rule, it can be both healing and preventative. If you would like to learn more regarding the topic, please check out Dr. Bulcevitz's book entitled Fiber Fueled, the plant-based gut health program for losing weight, restoring your health, and optimizing your microbiome. This book contains detailed nutritional information specifically on fiber foods and how they can play a role in healing and prevention. It also contains plant-based recipes, a grocery list, and a 4-week eating plan. And I would also say as well too, if you want to try it out a little bit, or if you can't get a book right now, or if you just don't, can't afford it, or for whatever reason, go search Fiber Fueled on YouTube here where you're watching this, and there's a number of talks. He's very generous with his time. He has done more interviews than I can remember. If you listen, if you consume content, when you're in your car or whatever, he also too, search for him wherever you get your podcast, because I know I've listened to a number of his podcasts as well. And this is the kind of stuff that it doesn't get old. I can listen to anything about the gut health, anything from Dr. Bulcevich, just over and over and over, because it just helps the message sink in. It reminds me and just kind of keeps me on track with that. But very, very key, the diversity in our diet. And that's just always going to be what I stress through my channel and the things that I share. I know there's people that disagree out there. I know there's people that are they're actually the other way. It's about, we don't need all that. We just need some fruit. We just need very simple amino meal here and there. And hey, my views have changed over the year as well. And I'm no expert, and I'm not the smartest guy in the world. So, like I say, I'm never coming from, I never want to come from a know-it-all perspective. I just like to kind of share the things that I sit around. A lot of videos, a lot of things I share are just simply things that I'm sitting around. I have a question in my head, or I want some clarification for something, or occasionally, I come up with an idea that I do want to share, and I want to see what somebody else has to say on it. So I'm constantly Googling, I'm constantly doing searches on YouTube, and I highly encourage you to do the same. Because just like we need diversity in our food, we need diversity in the content that we are consuming. And as always, I highly advise against getting your YouTuber or your one person in the food world, the raw world, whichever world you exist in exactly, and that being your source of information for everything. They're your filter. Even like here I am talking about Dr. Bulcevich. I would say go listen to some of his stuff so it's not filtered through me. But anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Like I said, think about subscribing, and I hope you have a beautiful week. Peace.